Alright guys, make sure you're in a safe location. Make sure you're not standing right now when you're about to watch this video. Make sure you have no sharp objects in your hand. Make sure you're not operating any heavy machinery or driving any vehicles. Make sure you're in a safe space because, ladies and gentlemen, I know, holy crow, 8 thoughts right now is being optimistic, being positive. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is like so awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god! That's right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. It's yours truly, 8 Thoughts, the Alpha Male Elites. Stud Muffin Gamer, thank you so much for coming on by. But yes, the Call of Duty multiplayer reveal has come and gone. And I think it's safe to say, I don't think I'm going too far out on a limb. I don't think I'm being too much like a Call of Duty Activision shill YouTuber. No. To say that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 looks a lot better. Not just a lot, like exponentially, multi-dimensional, multi-universal better than Black Ops 4. But that's like saying I look more alpha, more stud, more masculine than my favorite Call of Duty YouTuber, Drifter. But Black Ops 4, I think, will go down as one of the worst Call of Duties for the majority of the community. Not just for the fact that the game sucks and the specialist sucks and David Vonderhaar completely negated and neglected the multiplayer for his beautiful Blackout Battle Royale, which is now pretty much going to become irrelevant. Like, could you imagine that for a second here, guys? Could you imagine that you spend all this time, you're like, oh my god, I'm so excited, guys, I'm making the BR, I'm David Vonderhaar, DJ Vaughn, microtransactions, and you're super duper cooper excited, like, yeah, I got this BR, and then, like, you know what, it's pretty much irrelevant after a year. You put all that effort into it, you think it's gonna be super duper cooper awesome, you're like, yeah, this BR, and then like Modern Warfare comes out and pretty much takes a giant on your whole freaking development team. Let's just stay on point here. The microtransactions, ladies and gentlemen. DJ Vaughn microtransactions. You know what I'm saying? The microtransactions were and are going to go down in history. Hopefully Modern Warfare isn't like hold my beer and makes them worse, but will go down in history as the worst Call of Duty microtransactions, and perhaps maybe even microtransactions in the history of every single. Almost like I gotta flex while I do that so I look good. Every single game, brother. Yeah. The only pink elephant in the room here, well, there's actually 2 pink elephants in the room, if we can be honest here. The first pink elephant, and the first problem that people are having, is the mini-map or lack of mini-map, but I would hold on, I would relax on that, guys. Infinity Ward already tweeted out that they're going to pay attention to community. They're actually going to take a look and see what happens during the beta and get feedback and actually take what us as a consumer is saying and wanting and expressing as, you know, problems that we have with the game seriously, and will actually, you know, implement changes based upon not what they think is best for the game, which I'm sure they will do a little bit, but also what is best for us as consumers and what we want. So that's nice. That's already like 10 steps beyond the big massive ego of David Vonderhaar, who was asked repeatedly thousands and millions and zillions of times from the community, like, hey man, could you at least just put the orbital VSAT in the game? And we all know the famous tweet is like, stop asking about the orbital VSAT, it's not going in the game. I'm DJ microtransaction Vaughn. All right, so that is the first pink elephant, like the stupid mini-map or lack thereof mini-map that is causing some, you know what, panties to get put into a bunch for the Call of Duty community. And like I said, we'll see how it happens. If you don't know, also during the Call of Duty Modern Warfare reveal with my favorite Call of Duty YouTuber, Courage JD, they didn't have all the functions going that are supposed to be there. For example, like in Rainbow Six Siege, you can see your teammates through the walls, and they're going to have that for the beta, obviously, and for the launch, depending upon whether or not they implement the minimap or not, I assume. But they're going to have that for the, you know, beta. It wasn't in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer reveal with my favorite Call of Duty YouTuber, Courage JD, but it was supposed to be, and it is going to be there. So that's a function that could help and alleviate some of the problems that some of the people in the Call of Duty community are having with no minimap. Now, the second big elephant in the room is, how is this guy such a great looking alpha male Call of Duty athlete for being 75 years old? But the actual other elephant in the room is, what is going to happen with the microtransactions for Call of Duty Modern Warfare? Like, I know we just said this whole video, I just gave it a big pump. I was just jerking this thing like you wouldn't believe, just giving it some super awesome you know what I mean, like working the COD shaft like I was just trying to make $1 million to buy all the COD points. But what are the microtransactions going to be like in Modern Warfare? Are they going to be as bad as they were in Black Ops 4? I don't think they will be. I can't see them being that bad. But then at the same time, we're talking about Activision here, bros. We're talking about Activision. We're talking about Call of Duty. And quite frankly, I mean, let's just keep it real here and pack the steel, bros. Activision is not exactly what one would say a super awesome company that, you know, really respects its customers and consumers. It's more just basically like, hey, could you please just go stand over there, bend over, and I'll be there in a second to completely and utterly just, you know, destroy you, buttocks, nether region, with our microtransactions, because we don't care. And that, my friends, no matter how good Modern Warfare is, and like how much better it is in Black Ops 4, or if it's like the greatest Call of Duty ever made, it's the best Call of Duty we've ever played in our life. Like, I mean, it's just like everywhere, right? We're just like, nerdgasms are happening nonstop. If that is to occur in this game with just like the bee's knees, and we're, you know, super duper Cooper excited about that, but the microtransactions come in with a giant flying elbow like Jimmy Snookum, and just absolutely just sort of poison the water, as you could say, and just make it feel like a dirty game, sort of like how Black Ops 4 was. Like, I don't think Black Ops 4 would have been as bad as it was had the microtransactions just been, you know, a lot better, not such a rip-off, right? I think that's one of the reasons why everyone hates Black Ops 4 so much, is just because we're getting ripped off and people ain't feeling like, you know, enjoying the fact of getting ripped off, and then they, you know, obviously take it out on the game and say the game sucks. But yeah, the game does suck. But microtransactions make the game suck maybe more than it does. And that could happen with Modern Warfare, even though this game looks to be so much better. Well, like, I played it already. You already know that. I played it, like, you know, I was first person to ever play this game, so you're welcome. They loved me. And then I was made love to all the interns at the office, and they banned me from the Infinity Ward Studios. But that's another story for another day. But whatever, staying on point here. Modern Warfare, no matter how good it is and how much better it is than Black Ops 4 and how awesome, super, Cooper duper, we're all excited about that. The microtransactions could just mess the whole program up, bros. Mess the whole program up. But at this point, optimism, guys. Like I said, I hope you didn't like crash your vehicles by hearing me talk positively about Modern Warfare here. But Modern Warfare does look awesome. The reveal looked great. Everything we're seeing from it looks fantastic. Everything just looks like what we have been asking for the most part, minus the mini map, but that problem should be rectified depending upon the feedback of, you know, people like you and me watching this video, the consumer, the players, the fan base. Because honestly, the hype, man, and what I'm looking forward to is we haven't had a modern day Call of Duty shooter, boots on the ground, since like what? So we had Black Ops 4, nah. Black Ops 3, nah. COD World War II, nah. And then we had 3 years where we had like Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare. So like 5-6 years. So we had like a solid boots on the ground Call of Duty modern day, pow pow pow. Just that in itself is like awesome. And we have Modern Warfare Remastered, but I mean, like, that's not really a new game. That's just sort of a lesser version of the original version that was like 10 years ago. So really, to have a true to the form boots on the ground military shooter by Infinity Ward, which is my favorite development team. They usually seem to be the best out there, in my opinion. I know people love Treyarch, but I never really liked them. I always thought Vonderhaar was a knob, and I didn't really appreciate their games that much. Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, let me take that back. Those are pretty good games. But back then, Infinity Ward was still bear them as well, with Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. So the hype is real. 8 thoughts. These right here, they're pretty stimulated, pretty excited, looking forward to it. Should be a good time. Just hopefully, fingers crossed, smash that like button for luck. Microtransactions do not destroy the game. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But you never know. Activision, Blizzard, not the best of company. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude today's Alpha Omega Stud Muffin Gaming Athlete video by yours truly. 8 thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, listen, man, hit that subscribe button, you know, hit the like button. YouTube 2019, bros. And last but not least, I need you all to stay black. Don't crack them shape to believe me. White man. Bring it down, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.